One of the things I remember that's so great is hanging out with all the other musicians that were supposed to go on stage too. You got a chance to be around all the other bands. A lot of musicians you admired and your contemporaries, but you didn't have a chance to meet each other very often, you know. And so there was all of that going on at the same time.
And I was just fascinated because this was all so new to me, just to see all of these people that I idolized sort of hanging out, actually getting a chance to talk to a few of them was amazing.
I don't recall that same sort of like celebrity status thing that's evolved in the industry of festivals and gigs that we have today. It just wasn't like that back then.
I think it really helped that the music business was so small at that moment, because I pretty much knew everybody. You know, we'd all been in the midst of each other's shows and opening for each other and so on.
And of course, just hanging out, and there's a lot of partying going on, lots of playing in the hotel rooms and all that kind of stuff.
I mean, the festival is everywhere, okay? It's not just in the festival, there's people everywhere.
There's definitely much more socializing at the Holiday Inn in Liberty than there was in the mud of Woodstock. Because there was a place to do it.
As you would imagine, it was a scene. Lots of bands hanging around and their friends.
Where they can't hit, you know, do you have any rooms? They look around you and there's people in the hallways, there's people in the street, and they tell us, oh, we don't see no can't hit here, but we have a rooms for Big Brother and the holding company. So we go, we are Big Brother and the holding company. So they gave us Big Brother and the holding company's rooms. We were the outlaws, I tell you.
Albert had driven into the front of it with the U-Haul full of equipment.
Crunched into the...
right into the front door.
There was a very, very straight-laced wedding that was going on at the hotel, and booked, I'm sure, long before anybody knew what a Woodstock was. And those poor people, because there was a large contingent of Hell's Angels there, and they all decided that it would be appropriate for them to kiss the bride right after the wedding. I felt so sorry for the poor bride and groom, but who was going to say no? Who's going to stop them, you know?